Welcome everyone, my name is Dani Lozano, some people know me as Floss. I am the creator of some of the most popular Formula 1 documentaries on internet as the Silver War F1, Silver vs Red F1, the 8th and 1. And this year I've announced recently that I'm creating some kind of documentaries, a different project about the 2024 Formula 1 season, the Docu Edit. And in this video, I will reveal the first details about this project and I will show you the first images and footage. In this developer diary, we will see, first of all, what is the meaning of docu-edit. This is a new concept that I create for this new season. If you know my videos, you know that I made Formula 1 documentaries in the past, like for example the Silver War, F1 2016, Silver vs Red, the 8th and 1. These are documentaries that tells championship rivalries between two drivers. For example, in the Silver War, we were able to see Nico Rosberg against Lewis Hamilton, epic legendary battle for the championship in Mercedes. In Silver vs Red, we saw Sebastian Vettel in Ferrari against Lewis Hamilton in Mercedes, fighting for the 2017 and 2018 Formula 1 Championship. And finally, in the 8th and 1, we saw Max Verstappen in Red Bull Racing against Lewis Hamilton in Mercedes, fighting until the last lap of the last race of the season for the 2021 Formula 1 Championship. These are documentaries that are focused in two drivers and they are fighting for the championship. This format will be absolutely different. Why? First of all, the name docu-edit is something that I create from myself, and it's the combination between two words, documentary and edit. Combining these words, I create the word docu-edit. It will be a compilation of stories that will happen during this Formula 1 2024 season with different drivers, but these stories will be short stories about 1, 2, maybe 3 particular races, mixing the narrative and the storytelling you can watch in my documentaries with the montage process and visual effects that you can watch in my Formula 1 edits that I made in the past. For example, Awaken Max Verstappen, The Sixth Dream by Lewis Hamilton, or Magic Fernando Alonso. This docu-edit is a combination of these two formats. My intention is at some point to try to cover one story of every of the 20 drivers of the season. I don't know if it will be possible. There are 20 drivers. Not all of them have very interesting stories during the season to tell. Also, I would like to show the 10 things of the season at some point of the docu-edit. That's my intention. I will be able to make it, I'm not sure, but that's why I'm creating this developer diary, to explain the process, how I'm building this project, how I'm making this docu-edit step by step, and to share it with all of you. And in that way, you will be able to see my work as a creator much more closer. This is the first time I'm showing you this project, docu-edit Formula 1 2024 season. And as you can see, actually, I'm working in 3 different pieces of content. This is this one of them, the second one, and the third one is here. Let's start with the most important one for the moment, the extraordinary story of Carlos Sainz during the first races of the season. And you can see some of the first footage battling here against Charles Leclerc. Look at that.
2 Ferraris. Look at that, sparks flying. Wheel to wheel. Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc.
If you are watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel Dani Lozano, which is my alternative channel where I will share more episodes with all of you, more updates, more information about this new exciting project about Formula 1. The next thing I would like to comment, it's something that I made in the images in terms of editing. Normally, all my documentaries have color correction, that it's basically to adding some kind of color domination in the documentary and to create this kind of movie or film effect where the images are more manipulated in terms of colors, This docu-edit, I made some kind of general color balance. I detect that Formula 1, when they upload their footage to social media, like for example to YouTube, the race footage, the race highlights, the driver interviews, it's a bit grading to red color domination in the images. What I made in this docu-edit was to eliminate a bit of red in the images, adding an opposite color. the opposite color of red is green. In that way, I'm trying to balance the general color of the images of the footage and to create a much more natural color in the images, as you will be able to see now in this episode, reducing red from the images and adding a bit of green. As I said before, Formula 1 footage, it's a bit grading to red, and now we will see the comparison. At the left side is the original footage, and at the right side it's the footage with all filters that I put on this footage, and you can see the difference now.
Two Ferraris. Look at those sparks flying. Wheel to wheel. Carlos Sainz. Charles Leclerc.
You can see how I was able to clean the image. Look at that.
Two Ferraris.
The left side, which is the original footage that uploads Formula 1 to YouTube or social media, you can see how the track is a bit red. In my editing, after putting together all filters and the color correction and color balance, you can see that it's neutral. The track is gray, but in the original footage is like red, you know? That's the changes that I made. There's more changes, but it's long to explain. But basically, I'm super proud of it because the image is much more clean, as you can see here. You can see how much clean is the darkness of the sky. Is not in red, it's much more natural. Here is very visible. Pay attention to this spotlight that is shining. Now with the filters on, the light is white, completely white. But if we move, the original footage is grading to red, and for me it's ugly, much more clean now.
Brilliance.
And also I improved the, let's say, the saturation of the color. The red is much more strong, much more intense, as you can see in the chassis. I'm going to show you some frames more about this story. We have the episode of Ollie Bearman, the moment Ollie Bearman was called by Ferrari to substitute Carlos Sainz in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Obviously, I dedicate a special episode during this edit to Ollie Bearman, as you can see here in the footage. And after that, the comeback of Carlos Sainz in Australia, where you can see fighting against Verstappen and winning the race. I tried to make a very intense and epic edit. And the first story, as you can read here, is the Sainz epic comeback. And there are two more stories that I'm working on actually in this docu edit. Will be revealed for my Floss Premium members on Patreon. This is my Patreon page. You will get access to the full episode of this developer diary, but also you will be able to get access to the community. This is a private community we have, and here is where I'm sharing every update of the docu edit 2024. In this chat room, where only can get access people who is in the Floss Premium tier on Patreon, you can suggest me any kind of idea you have about what kind of content to include in this docu edit 2024. It's patreon.com/floss. You have to be Floss Premium member on Patreon. You can get access to my Patreon in the description of this video, in the comments below, and also in this card that I will place here. If you have some idea, let me know in that chat and I will check all your ideas. It's up to you. This is the official playlist on YouTube where I will upload more episodes about this developer diary, about this new exciting project. See you soon in the next video. Bye bye.